Walker. Good to have you back, sir.
Walker's
pleasure
back.
to be back. I
Hey,
miss this.
bud.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't like missing podcast days.
We don't
Dude.
like when you miss
I know.
podcast days.
I know,
either.
right?
It hurts us. It
I'm
hurts us
sorry.
in our souls.
Mm-hmm.
We hate it.
I'm sorry,
I
guys.
get too pessimistic when you're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Did you hear last week's
I
podcast?
did. Yeah, you guys were sad as
We
hell.
got fucking dark.
Damn.
We got dark as shit, man.
Hey, man.
But whatever,
that's all right,
it
though.
happens.
Yeah, shit happens.
Sometimes you need a dark episode to bring it
That's
back
true.
to life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And especially now.
To bring us back to life.
I'm about to get real depressed because this fucking snow is pissing
Dude.
me off. Actually, I'm okay with it. I got new tires on the
Get
car.
the fuck up out that snow.
I'm okay with it because I got new tires
Damn
and
it.
they do all right. These guys have been fucking.
just
I'm over it. I'm
for
over
reference,
it.
we've been singing Rage Against the Machine just to distract each other.
Oh,
all
This is
day.
all fucking day. I'm over it. I'm over it. These guys can't
Go
do
in
it.
there now.
These guys can't fucking just focus on one thing. That's it. Podcast is over. We're fucking done. I'm not doing it anymore. We're done.
Oh my
Jesus Christ.
But welcome back to
Yeah.
another week
Yep.
of what we learned this week.
What we learned.
Episode
this week.
31.
31.
31
It is 31, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised as to what
Yeah.
number that we're on because it's like, wait, 31.
Yeah.
We've had 31 different weeks of
We have,
this.
Yeah.
we have 21 episodes left to hit our year.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
21
Isn't that crazy?
episodes.
That is not that many.
No.
Yeah.
They go by quick as shit.
Oh, yeah.
God damn.
Hell yeah. And we're focusing on some big stuff. We got a
Biggins.
little big team meeting coming up here
Oh, yeah.
for the network for some fun stuff that we're thinking about doing.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a change of location. Maybe
Ooh.
a little change
Ooh.
of pace, change of location.
Hey, potential.
Ooh, what?
There is
Yeah, it's just
quite
getting a little,
bit of
little
potential
tight in
there.
here.
Yeah, you know, we got a big team, and it's just getting to be too tight
It's hard to get through these doors. when
Yeah.
you're Such a beast.
because we're fucking fat. Because all we do is sit here and edit and make fucking film all day.
and eat stroop waffles.
Yeah. Fat.
Out of sponsor.
But yeah,
I wish you were the.
The strip waffle. It's not a brand. It's just a type of cookie. So
That's
we're
type of
fine.
cookie,
Yeah.
right on.
he's making a mess over here already.
what?
But
I
yeah,
want
welcome
ants.
back everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube,
Sorry,
Facebook,
ants.
all that fun stuff.
Have you seen that? The promo video for Ant-Man with Michael Douglas and Paul Rudd back in the day? They were fucking ham-boning and saying, ants! Ants! It made
so
no sense, but it was the
stupid.
funniest shit I've ever seen in
That's
my
so
life.
stupid. I
That's
hate it.
amazing.
I hate it.
That's the greatest.
Oh my God.
All right, so before we get too far into anything, I have to do this, and I know, guys, that we bring up video games probably more than we should, and that's but it's a part
like
of our
them.
life.
Yeah, I think
part
it's
of our life,
acceptable.
so like it's okay. Even though we own we have a gaming network too, this is just kind of where we talk more about the games. And I just have to get it out of the way real quick because I've been waiting for this game. Finally came out, and I have played probably close to 6 hours to 10 hours of this game. Probably closer to 10 hours of this game already. Death Stranding.
With
One of the most phenomenal games I have ever had the pleasure of playing.
Yeah.
Like,
What's Kojima, man?
so for those of you that don't know, this is a Hideo Kojima game, which
yeah.
is the guy that created Metal Gear Solid. He's created fucking everything. PT, Silent Hill, all that shit he's had.
basically anything good.
Yeah. And he also did it. Guillermo del Toro directed part of this, which is even
Nice.
better. And you have Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro that are in the film, and Mads Mikkelsen, which is fucking phenomenal. Just an amazing game.
Yeah.
First off, and when I say amazing, I mean I bought a PlayStation strictly so that I could play God of War when it came out, right? The
Right.
new one, because I'm big God of War fan.
Oh, yeah.
This game blows that game out of the water, and I loved God of War. And here's why, Drake. I know you're looking at me. I know you're looking at me, but here's why.
Tell me why.
Because not only
Convince me.
so they blended a video game with a movie.
So
in
Last of
this.
Us.
Yeah, exactly. Like they did like what The Last of Us did, where it's a movie
I
kind
love
of
that.
blended with a game, right? They took that, then they took like a survival game, mixed with a thriller, and added it all together and did it perfectly. Not to mention the cinematography for it looks like somebody actually took a drone.
Oh, of course.
And like flew
course.
in like Iceland or something.
See,
Like
that's my
that's what it
favorite.
looks like.
Yeah.
I love
And-
open world games like that.
and
That's
they
my
do it,
favorite thing
But
in
the
world.
way that they do it, which is so perfect, the soundtrack is unfucking believable for this game. It adds just an amazing ambiance to this game. Like creepy in the parts where it needs to be creepy, and then like peaceful. So, you know, the way it works is like if you're driving along or you're walking along and you have like a huge span of distance that you have to go. Usually in most games, that shit gets boring.
Right.
Because the big part of this whole game is you basically being a delivery person.
Right.
When it comes down to it, that's it. You're basically a delivery person trying to reestablish the United States. And that's it. That's the whole game, pretty much. But the way that they do it makes it feel so fun and so intense. When you're going these long distances, right, and you're traveling and you're walking, and even the walking mechanism is just fucking crazy. Like you have to balance because you're carrying all this shit, so you have to stabilize yourself, which is
very
crazy.
cool.
But while you're walking, if it knows you have to go a while, it will slowly pan up above you and look at the whole landscape over the top of you, and then it will play like B-roll music.
That's really cool.
It's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna have to look that up because that's like I'm just picturing it in my head, and that just I don't know, like coming over a ridge line.
Yes,
and it just pans back, and you just
that's
see
why I'm saying like
little Norman Reedus.
Yeah, even when you're playing the game, it makes it feel like you're in a movie, like you're playing a person in a movie, which is cool because there's movies that I've watched where I was like, "Fuck, I would love this to be a game." And I could like control that character, but feel like it's still a movie. That's what they did in this fucking game, and they added the perfect amount of like suspense too, because you run into the enemies, which they call BTs. Which, for those of you that don't know, just look at the fucking storyline. It's so goddamn hard to explain because I don't even know. I'm 10 hours into this game, and I have no idea what the fuck it is. I have no idea what the game's about.
Trailers were dropping, like you and I remember sitting up at nights. Fucking just
figuring out
trying to figure out what's going on.
fan theories, like okay,
guess
well,
what?
this has got to mean this. Well, what about the dog tags?
Guess how much closer I am to figuring that shit out 10 hours into this game. Not a step. I'm actually farther back than I was, and I'm 10 hours into this game probably. It's a 50-hour long game.
See, that's how it was with Metal Gear Solid 5
story.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
For those of you that play games, casual. If you're a casual gamer, if you're a fucking avid gamer, if you usually very rarely play games, play this fucking game. Like, it's outstanding.
I really want Death Stranding to be just like a Ghostbusters prequel, so that way like the Ghostbusters come in and just kill all the BTs.
Oh my god. No, it's so much more. There's so much behind it. Like just the gameplay alone, the way that everything changes. Most games when you're open world, what I've noticed is that like they get really, really repetitive.
Yeah.
Like you have to do these certain things, these certain tasks over and over and over again. You're like, Jesus, this is so fucking repetitive.
Right.
The way that they do that in this game makes it feel like every single time you leave is a brand new adventure.
See, that's what
like a brand new game.
That was the only part that I didn't appreciate about the new Spider-Man game that came out. Is like you get kind of in the rhythm of doing everything, but all the crimes are exactly the same.
Right.
And everything's very like. It gets really redundant after a while. Yeah. It's a great game, and I love playing it. I'll still play it to this day, but I like going out there and having a new adventure.
Yeah, you will literally never run into the same exact scenario anytime you leave a base.
Oh, really?
Never once will you run into the same scenario.
Nice.
Like it will forever change on you.
Very cool.
There's just it's like a survival game. It's an open world game. It's a thriller game. It's fucking everything. It's a movie all meshed into one, and they did it so perfectly. And if it doesn't win Game of the Year, they're fucking wrong.
Damn.
Cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So I just had to get that off my chest.
I'm glad you're liking it, man.
Yeah, that's
Go
all I
Death
want to
Stranding.
say.
Go buy it.
That fucking game.
Sort out Hito.
Yep.
Hito.
So, anyways, now that I'm done with my little basic rant, see, I told you, it only take about 5 minutes to get that rant out of the way. I'm good.
8 minutes
See?
later.
8 minutes. No, it's 8 minutes. But
that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you're I'm really glad that you're having a good time with it.
Seriously, yeah.
I'm excited to finish
once.
it and
Once
see
talking about that game.
like what the fuck it's about.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's just so many.
The full arc.
Yeah, there's so many different things. I have theories that just continuously keep going through and get shut down. So I'm interested. Yeah.
Very cool.
And the other cool part is all the trailers that we saw, all those super long trailers. Yeah, all that shit happens at the beginning of the game.
Awesome.
First 5 hours of the game is that. So you know nothing.
I like that.
You know nothing.
I'd be
Jon
more
Snow.
confused getting at the end of all that shit.
Right.
All those fucking
And
trailers.
there is arena battles similar, sort of arena battle-esque. Boss
What?
battles.
So you're a delivery
boss
man.
battles?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have to play the game. I'm not
You
gonna
gotta
ask
play the
questions.
fucking game. Like, you just gotta
I don't
invest
think you're going to do
into
yourself
it.
justice.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
questions.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a game that I think that you should do as a playthrough. I know everybody's gonna do it, but I definitely think that you should because it's
Support us on Patreon so I can go get this game.
support the Patreon, support our Facebook, support our YouTube, all that shit. I said it at the beginning and I'll say it again. But anyways, so we had skills last week.
We did.
Oh, well, 2 of us did.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Very
That sucks to be you.
It's okay,
No,
dude.
right.
Hey, guess
okay.
what? I'm giving myself 2 points this week because I completed 2 tasks.
Mhm.
One of them was from a while ago. I made the lamb stew, which for those of you that don't follow us on
Bomb as fuck.
Instagram, it's on there. I posted a little picture of the beef or the lamb stew. That shit was
good.
so good.
It was really
that
good.
was the hardest fucking dish I have ever made and will ever make.
Nice.
I didn't know what
And
the
will
fuck
ever
I
make?
was doing. Yep. Didn't know how to reduce the fat out of bacon. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to reduce the fat out of bacon. Okay, that's easy.
Good choice.
Didn't know what the fuck deglazing was. Learned how to deglaze with
There you
some
go.
Guinness. It was phenomenal. It was a Guinness stout lamb stew,
Ooh, that sounds
How is
amazing.
and I let it simmer for like
It was like what, like 6?
6 or 7 hours.
Shit.
I let
Jesus.
this just
It was
sit and
beautiful.
simmer.
That sounds so
Oh my
good.
god, it was beautiful.
Damn.
so good.
Now I'm hungry as hell. I wasn't even
Dude.
hungry coming in here, but now I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. And then the other skill that I completed, I finally shot my bow.
Nice.
Finally, I shot it yesterday. I had some cousins come up.
And he killed all of them.
I killed them. I killed
They're
my
all
cousin.
dead.
No, they
I'm
they
the one left on the wheel.
no one's got the will for Grandpa's land now. No, they helped me set it up. So huge shout out to them for helping me figure everything out, sight in my bow and everything like that. That was super cool, super awesome of them. And I can't wait to go out and shoot some more.
Oh,
so
yeah.
those are my skills. Completed them both, and I'm giving myself 2 points on that one.
Very
for
cool.
keeping-
Very cool. Do we have a tally board going somewhere?
Yeah, the game show where the
Right
points
here,
don't matter,
right
the
here.
people do.
Check and check for Jake.
Yeah, bink, bink. Oh shit. What was that? Whose line is it anyway?
Oh, yeah.
Drew Carey used
Drew
to say
Carey.
that every time.
Points.
Yeah,
He'd
points.
say, the game show where the points don't matter, and I don't remember what the other part was, but it was the game show where the points don't matter and the people don't either, or something like that. It was so good.
Some clever.
I missed that show. I haven't watched that in so long.
Yeah.
Is this still
Well,
on?
there was
two
a
of the
new
guys,
host.
two of the guys still travel.
Oh yeah.
They were just in Rockford not that long
Really?
ago. Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah,
We should
Where
get
is
him on the podcast.
right.
Oh god.
I'm
they
sure they
wouldn't
would.
fucking-
Why wouldn't they?
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Hey man.
Anyways,
You want to come into this 7x7 cubicle and
well, that might be
Cover the
changing.
improv.
But that might be changing.
Could be
Might be
changing, yeah.
changing, man.
2020.
You want to come to the stranger's
Yeah.
apartment?
Oh shit! All right, Drake. What about you?
So my skill last week was to get ranked gold in all of my competitive games. I got 3 out of the 4.
Not good enough.
I
Give
know.
him a big fat 0 on his tally.
the only one, and I have picture proof of the other 3. The 4th one was Apex because I am fucking garbage at Apex.
Yeah, I tried ranked on Apex.
Yeah,
and
I got to
wasn't
silver, but I just couldn't make that jump up to gold because
It's a hard fucking game, dude.
the tier difference, like with pub is one thing because you're just getting a mashup of all these different players, but like with Apex, dude, it's all skill driven.
Yep.
There's such a small player pool that like, well, not small, but like it's so condensed in some spaces that you have to be on your fucking A game from the second you leave that ship. And I'm a progressionary player, so like
start it slow and get going.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then once I'm dialed in with whatever I'm using, that's when I'm fucking
Yeah.
rolling
Sounds
out.
like my sex game. Start it slow and then get her going. Sorry, Jake's mom.
Oh god.
Oh, that was a good. Oh my god, that fucking phrase came up at least 30 times
Oh,
this
yeah?
weekend because everybody that was hanging out at my parents' house
Yeah.
listens to the podcast. So anytime anyone would say something raunchy, they go, "Sorry, Jake's mom."
Sorry, Jake's mom.
So it was like the joke of the night. I was loving it. I was like, yeah, this is why I do a podcast. This right
Love
here
it.
is why
Love
I
it.
do a podcast. So awesome.
I'm glad that we're catching on.
Hell yeah. So, but yeah.
Well, nice, guys.
Fuck yeah. Very cool.
I didn't do anything productive this week, so
Dope.
there's
Like
that.
not a thing.
No, I can't say that. I helped out with a bunch of businesses this week
There
and
you go.
such.
I knew that. I was
Yeah.
gonna hint
yeah.
at it and see.
Something I've been kind of doing recently is I've been kind of coaching sort of businesses instead
yeah.
of trying to run my own right now because it's just like things are going, but like I kind of just like coaching and helping other people get their stuff together
Fuck yeah.
and help plan and strategize stuff. And finally got a buddy of mine his first vehicle for his transportation company.
Hell
So-
yeah.
Oh, shit,
yeah. So
dude.
now we're working on future investments and a whole bunch of other stuff like that. And he can basically start operations this week now.
That's
So
fucking awesome.
It's really cool.
Very
So good
fucking
stuff is
cool.
happening. Got some other projects in the works that are coming up real quick.
Bless you.
So
My child.
good things.
Get out of him.
Oh,
You good? You
God,
good?
I hate holding sneezes, but I didn't want to
Don't.
blow the fucking mic. I just blow my brains out instead with my throat. Oh, I think that
If
would
that would ever happen, it's like someone sneeze hard enough. And
No,
Just your brain just like fucking explodes.
no.
just hemorrhage.
So should we just roll right into the skills for this week? Just get them done, and then the rest of the episode we just fucking talk it. We just talk it out.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I like that. I like
Rage.
that fucking.
Yeah, let's get everything out of the
pattern.
way early,
Yeah.
and then we just fucking rant. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Who wants to start?
What you got?
What you got,
Nothing.
Drake?
Actually, I'm trying to remember what I said earlier. What I want to fucking do.
What did Drake say?
I don't
I
know.
forgot actually what he said, but
God damn it, dead air.
I've been alive for
Alive?
Alive.
I've been alive.
Oh,
I've been
alive.
alive. I've been alive for 6 years. You should just-
alive.
You should
At
just
least it
learn. You
was-
should just talk in an accent all week.
all week.
All week.
Australian
You can even
accent.
All week.
You
Even
can,
at work.
you can even choose different accents.
No,
You can do
only
subtle
Australia.
ones.
Oh, just do an Australian accent all
Australian.
weekend.
How about New Zealand? Australian's
It's
gross.
the same fucking thing, isn't it? They got the
Huh?
same
About to
dialect,
take a trip
don't
to
they?
China. China.
China.
China.
Why'd you put the shrimp on the barbie?
So fast.
Why'd you put the keys up on the table? What did you?
I like the line where it says like, "Wake up, suck a stick before you do your makeup," or something like that. Or what-
Or whatever that guy
Whatever.
said.
Whatever that
Yeah.
guy says, you know.
Surge
shit.
bathwater or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah.
his name is.
Yeah, whatever. chop the Sues. Chop
Actually,
the
I
Sues.
heard that they're gonna be touring.
Did you
pretty
hear
soon.
who else is going to be touring?
MCR?
Rage Against the Machine. Bow down.
Rage
chicken-
Against, yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they were talking
Oh,
about
that's
free-
topical.
Yep.
Going on. Yeah, super
That's
topical.
topical. And who else? Who else is going on a tour? Was it?
Well, I know Queens of the Stone Age are.
No, it's another old one that's coming. They're reuniting and coming back to do another tour. Fuck, it's an old rock, not old rock, but like our era rock band. Oh shit, that's gonna piss me off.
MCR?
Nope. Nope.
Because that's
nope,
like the
nope,
only
nope,
big
nope,
one
nope.
that I've seen that people are freaking the fuck out about.
Well, yeah, everybody's talking about that one too. But there's another one. And I can't think of who it is. But anyways, we'll go on. Well, Drake, what the fuck was your skill, man?
I can do mine if you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah, you do yours.
So I used to play in jazz bands back in the day for high school and
play
college.
Jazz flute.
I was not a jazz flutist.
I just
But,
remembered
yeah.
what yours was.
Okay, so I used to play drums and piano and vocals and all that stuff for college, and
Oh, yeah.
also did like drums and piano for high school. So this week I'm gonna get back into the kind of the holiday season and learn some jazz piano for some Christmas music.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so
Hell
shit,
yeah.
I'll get a video or something so that way I can share it
Yeah,
on the
we'll
page.
post it on. We'll post it on the
Oh, yeah, but
on the YouTube.
You guys have any
or on the-
you guys have any specific
Instagram.
Christmas songs you want me to rendition with jazz?
Rudolph the Dick Nose Reindeer.
The dick no,
The
the dick nose.
No, there's a parody song for Rudolph.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it go along to the melody of Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Yep.
Reindeer? Can I just do the regular Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Yeah,
then
and I'll sing the lyrics.
Okay,
for the, yeah,
perfect,
Yeah,
that works,
we'll be fine.
so.
It's good. Yeah. No, that's cool. That'll be a fun one. Hell
Yeah, it's
yeah.
badass.
I haven't played
man.
piano in way too long, and it's like, man, I need to get back on track with that.
It's such a beautiful sounding instrument too. God.
Also, I do have an update with other stuff as well that I did in the past.
yeah,
So I've been practicing on that Duolingo app a lot,
yeah.
and I'm 75% done with Japanese language right now.
Oh Jesus,
Nice,
Yeah,
dude.
it's taken me
Fuck
so
yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
long to
that's
get there.
fucking rough, dude.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I've been practicing that a lot recently too, just to get back on track.
Yeah, cool.
It's fucking badass, dude.
It's fucking nuts.
fucking nuts.
I should have learned Chinese so that way I can go to China. China.
All the way to
China.
Oh shit, I love it. All right. Well, Drake, you remembered your skill, so what?
I do. So with this previous weekend being super jam packed, full of music, I want to look up and listen to thoroughly 10 different bands that I have yet to have found.
You guys don't understand. That's a feat and a half.
That is,
because
I'm going
Drake
to be
has heard
spending
a lot
hours
of artists,
Hours
lot
on
of
my
music.
Spotify.
I've got 3 for you, and they all come from the game Death Stranding. 3 artists.
Full circle.
3 artists that are phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
So cool. That's 3 out of 7. That'd be cool. Listen to some new music.
Yeah, I'm super fucking stoked about it.
Hell
And I have my song that I would like you to
Oh, yeah?
to cover. Yeah.
I have a band that I want you guys to check out, by
Yeah.
the way. It's a band that used to be actually from Beloit, and they dissipated a few years ago, but their music is still freaking amazing.
Who?
Did you guys ever hear the band called the Felix Culpa?
Nope.
The Felix Culpa.
Nope.
Oh my god, dude. So one of their drummer used to be one of my drum teachers back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, and I helped write one of the lyrics in one of their songs a long time ago, but they have freaking phenomenal music. I'll send you guys a link to it later.
Yeah,
but check them
please.
out on Spotify because they are on
Felix
there.
Culpa?
The Felix Culpa. So it's
Culpa.
CULPA.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah,
badass.
it's
dude.
fucking amazing.
I'd be
band,
happy to
though.
check
What?
them out.
What?
yeah.
What's the genre?
It's like sad indie rock, but it's
Ooh, okay.
amazing. It's
I'm a
really
fan.
good.
I'm a fan.
It's really,
I like
really
the indie
melodic.
rock.
Lots of harmonies and such.
Noise.
Oh, yeah.
Noise.
Noise.
What's mine? What was my skill? Oh yeah. So I feel like a fat lazy fuck this past month and a half. So
Speaking of me being a fat lazy fuck.
Yeah, it's been bad. I'm gonna be honest. And Death Stranding, not helped. Not helped at all.
No.
Not helped at all. Because I just sit there and I just play this fucking game and I
Welcome
hate myself.
to my
And I'm like,
life.
God damn it! Why am I just sitting here playing this fucking game?
Because it's so good.
It is, but like,
so
I feel like a fat lazy fuck, and I'm not gonna let this winter bod come into shape because I don't do it that way. So I'm gonna get that cardio up. I gotta work on my cardio. I feel like my cardio is probably the worst it's ever been, which sucks because I'm 25 years old, and that's like where you're supposed to be at the peak of fitness.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm nowhere close. I literally wake up in the morning and feel like my body is just slowly killing itself.
Oh my God, it is. But relax.
Okay, more rapidly killing itself than what a normal degeneration.
You want to know how I get
Just
my
like-
cardio recently? No, not like that. But so I
know how.
Plank baits.
I bought the remake to that game, Crash Team Racing.
Oh, hell yeah.
recently, and they decided to turn up the difficulty level. So my cardio's just been going up because I get so fucking angry at this
Yeah,
game
there you go.
that I start screaming.
Hyperventilating.
Yeah, so that's how I get my cardio.
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna do mine a little bit different than that. Thinking maybe just some running or a little running, maybe some jogging or jogging.
jogging.
It's either
Jogging?
a soft J,
Is it?
jogging,
Jogging.
and yeah,
damn
maybe,
it.
I'd like to do a row machine, but I don't have one, and I don't have a gym that has.
Dude, go to the
one.
Y.
Yeah, the wise got one.
I don't have a membership there.
You could use mine.
Sneak in.
I know I can't. Do I look like Walker? They're gonna look at it and go,
Use a guest pass.
Just
"Fucking,
nobody.
no,
gives a
you're
fuck
6
there.
foot."
Walk through the front door. Nobody there gives a fuck.
You're right, and we know somebody that works the front.
Yeah.
desk.
Corbin
do it.
Dallas multi-pass.
Corbin Douglas multi-pass.
Dallas.
Multi-pass.
Corbin Dallas multi-pass.
Multi-pass.
Well,
You just say that to the receptionist, and they will let you in. Corbin Dallas multi-pass.
He doesn't
Corbin
get it.
Dallas. I don't get it.
We're not going to tell him what that is.
I hate you guys so much. Now I gotta fucking look it up. You guys are fucking assholes.
Multi-pass.
I don't fucking get it.
Multi-pass.
You guys are dicks. All right, somebody else start talking while I look this shit up.
Oh, so that song that I would absolutely love for you to cover is "Every Day Will Be Like a Holiday."
That sounds familiar. I think I heard that one before.
Every day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Will be like
Oh, god damn it.
Multi-pass.
I hate that I didn't
Corbin Dallas multi-pass.
realize what movie that was from. God damn it. I've seen that movie so many fucking times too. We literally
Ashamed
talked
of you.
about it on 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
We talked about that fucking movie. Yeah. I'd still fuck her.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You wouldn't?
I'm just kidding.
With that orange hair even?
I would do it without the orange hair.
You could get it.
She just had her normal hair. That'd be fine. but
Whatever.
The
I'm
orange hair
thinking
just looked kind of
I'm
greasy
thinking,
to me.
here's the thing. I'm thinking futuristic. Like it's a, space-driven world. I'm fucking.
I guess.
I don't care what you look like.
I don't know.
I hope you have orange hair. You better not look normal.
She looked,
All right.
she looked like a
If you-
slutty Raggedy Ann doll.
If
in that.
you were going to a different planet,
You know
right?
it's true. You know it's true.
A slutty Raggedy Ann? Tell me you wouldn't fuck. No, you know what she looks like? A slutty Wendy's logo.
You mean just Wendy?
Yeah, she looks like Wendy. She looks like slutty Wendy.
Somebody's granddaughter, okay?
Whatever. Slinging them burgers and sucking them fries down her gullet. Anyways, sorry, Jake's mom. What up? Anyways, all right. So,
I'm just like, I don't even know how to.
all right, we're going
Continue
topical.
out of that.
I'm going with topical news now. Ready? So, in the news recently,
Oh yes.
what's his name? Jesus Christ.
Whoa, that
Tesla.
guy?
We're talking about Jesus here.
No,
Tesla?
Talking about
Tesla.
Jesus,
Musk?
I mean.
Elon Musk, thank you. Oh, it's Monday, guys. I'm sorry. Elon Musk recently stated
future
that
Jesus.
it could cost as little as $100,000 to move to Mars once we have settlements.
Yeah, but it's going to
Actual
take
there.
hundreds of years to get settled there, though.
That's
yeah,
fine.
but I'm just saying that
Hundreds of
once
years.
it
I'm just going to
happens,
get in good with Musk. He'll cryo freeze me.
yeah,
and then
we'll be good.
yes.
So with that being said,
Just
say
put
that
my
this
brain
was
on a
right
robot
now.
body.
Say it was right now that
Okay.
we were able to. We had already colonized Mars. Like it's good. Everything's up and functional.
Yeah.
Would you make the move?
All right, well, fuck yeah.
All right. So is there like plant life and all that stuff going
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's like they've
terraformed.
terraformed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
You,
Why not?
let's say you're terraforming
I guess
the domes,
it
but you're in
depends
a-
on how Earth is looking at that time. Because like,
Well,
'cause
I'm
if
already
if
over
we
it.
could terraform an entire other planet, we should be able to fix our own planet at that
okay.
time.
Well, let's say
true.
it looks
Yeah.
like it looks like now.
Our planet,
Yeah.
compared to a brand new terraform
Yep.
Mars.
I'm the fuck out. Going to Mars.
I'm out.
Here's
Oh,
here's
yeah,
why.
okay.
Here's why. Ain't no nukes on Mars. I ain't
Not
getting
yet.
nuked.
Actually,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
one of the ways that they're gonna actually terraform Mars, though.
Oh yeah,
Nuclear
they'll nuke it
warheads.
and then cause or create a
Well,
ozone,
so
layer.
they melt the polar ice caps basically after they create an atmosphere, and that way they have fresh CO2.
Yeah.
That can go in and actually feed plant life and such. And
Well, I
then
was
they also have
thinking
fresh
more.
water.
Okay, maybe not terraform. I was thinking more dome life.
Oh, okay. You're thinking dome. I don't know if I want to.
Would you do dome life?
I want to live on a planet, not on a
Yeah.
I
dome.
think that'd be kind of cool.
Domes would be fun.
Yeah.
Domes are always fun. Sorry, Jake's mom.
She won't even get it. It's fine.
Do you get that? Oh,
Dome.
cool.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Nailed it. Right on the head.
That was a bad joke.
Get it? Right on the head. Yeah, I think. I think I would do it. I'm a big space enthusiast, so I think that I would probably
Space.
just go there
Yeah.
just to say that I would fucking.
Yeah, I think
was on
it'd be
Mars.
really cool because like that's I mean
That
that is
is
talk
the-
about
like,
a new life.
Our whatever Star Trek said, that's our final frontier is going out there into space. And
Yeah,
yeah.
and
settling
being
that,
able
but
to
it's
space
like
travel, like fuck.
I don't know. I just feel like would you just want to ditch Earth though?
Yeah.
Can you
No,
can you go
mean,
back to Earth?
Yeah,
and
you
visit,
can go back
or-
if you want. I mean, we're,
I mean,
we're
like, that's-
talking.
but
that's
that's
like-
another 100,000.
No,
Get back home.
I'm talking. No, he's at 100,000 to move to Mars. That means you're living.
Right,
that,
right. So
Like
you
it's
have a
100,000.
homestead,
Not just
you
the
have-
travel is 100,000.
Right.
Like to move to Mars and
So
get your house.
you can get-
100,000.
They
So
say
you
it's
can
a
get a house
3-month
cheaper-
trip, right?
So you can get a house cheaper on Mars than you can in Wisconsin.
That's what he's saying.
fairly
That's what
crazy.
he's saying.
Well, you're going to be living in a pop-up.
That's fine.
Yeah.
This is on fucking
Yeah, but you're
Mars.
also gonna be living on Mars.
You know
Yeah, I
what's
know.
not going to be on Mars? The IRS.
This is the IRS calling. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
take it.
Mars,
Fuck.
Mars becomes the new Guatemala.
yeah, for real.
It just becomes a tax haven for the really rich people. They just funnel their money to Mars. Like,
This
oh,
is,
yeah. We're gonna do touch my fucking money. Dare you?
What was that? What was that Matt Damon movie where like the all the rich people lived in like a different planet and
Oh,
he had, like,
and
a
then,
cyborg limbs
yeah,
and
there
stuff
was
like
there was a ship that was going to leave Earth,
Yeah.
and they and because he's got the biosuit on.
yeah, that's right.
And then, like, he
Oh
runs
yeah,
and
yeah.
jumps
That's
up.
exactly what I'm thinking of right
Yeah.
now. It doesn't really matter that
Because
much.
the,
I know what
the,
you're
the
talking
world,
about.
like the dystopian world that they painted, reminded me so much of District 9.
Oh yeah, I
Ooh,
love
yeah,
that.
District 9. So here's the other thing too, though. So let's say we colonize Mars, right? We're living on Mars or any other planet for that sake.
Right.
This is, I don't know why I just thought about this, but currency, does that change? It's got to become a digital.
It's gonna be more like a
currency.
credit situation. 'Cause
Yeah.
you don't have any
It's
backed
got-
gold situation back up.
You would almost
there.
have to go to a Bitcoin-esque sort
Yeah.
of
But
market
it kind of depends
because
because
you
like
can't use a physical currency.
well, all physical currency is
They live
based-
off likes.
Death Stranding. Yeah, you get paid in likes. Yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure
that-
that
isn't
this.
that like a Black Mirror episode?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that this fucking episode.
But
or
that's,
this,
that's a population
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like a community based.
I'm pretty sure that this fucking this game is hardcore at the very end, gonna tie into modern day civilization.
What
and-
Elon Musk is going to pop out. And
Yeah, something's gonna
registration
happen.
here.
Something's gonna happen
A link
that
pops
it's
up.
gonna relate back to our current world because
Oh yeah.
here's another, and I don't mean to keep getting into this game, but here's the
good
other
shit, man.
crazy part is that so you're connecting all these communities back to like the central hub, which is kind of the United. They call it the UCA, but it's the USA, but it's now the United Cities of America,
Okay, I was
and
gonna
they're all linking together back onto this network basically, and you're supposed to be linking them back and bringing them into this network. But the crazy part is each individual city after the first like explosion happened, the first void out, the past was forgotten. Like there's no past anymore.
Interesting.
So when you reconnect with these communities, it's a contract. A contract is created where you openly share the data from the past that was saved in your city, and then you link it back to this main central hub,
Information
and that
is
creates this whole
key.
big city. So it's playing somehow into.
So you're recreating the internet basically.
yes, but you're salvaging history by recreating the internet.
That's kind of
That's
that's
a weird
super
concept for a
It's
game.
fucking
It's
weird.
fucking Kojima, dude.
It's
Nothing he
weird.
does
I
will
love it.
make
Don't worry about
sense until you get to
Yeah.
the fucking credit roll.
which is 40 hours away from
Yeah.
where I'm at right now.
yeah.
God damn it. Anyway, sorry, back. But yeah, it's Mars would be an interesting. I think that you would have to it would have to change like civilization.
Well, there's a
in
whole
general,
bunch of shit that you're gonna need to do just to even start terraforming Mars. First of all, you're gonna need to create an atmosphere, which is very difficult. But even before that, you need some sort of electromagnetic pulse, so that way you can actually create the atmosphere.
Right.
So you have to have poles on each side of the planet, which Mars does not have because it does not have an atmosphere.
Right.
So what you need to do is you need to have.
That's if they terraform.
Well, you need to have an entire like year's worth of like supplied copper to create one magnetic pole around Mars, and then you have to have that on each side of the planet.
Yeah.
And then once that's up and running at full capacity, then you can start creating an actual atmosphere.
But
by
are
heating
they
up the planet.
focused on terraforming, or are they focused on bubble worlds right now? Because it seems
They'd
like
probably start with
they're
bubble
focused
and
on the
then-
bubbles.
I actually think they're going to be focusing. Well, you're going to need to have.
Look at
the
Elon
bubbles
Musk; he's creating the
You're
bubbles.
going to need the bubbles first, just so that you can have people on
Right.
the terraform.
Yeah, to
Okay, so
It's
when
gonna
we
take
get the
hundreds of years to go
when we
down.
get the first people on Mars,
Mhm.
it's kind of changed civilization as we know it. Like we're not necessarily
It's going to be a
entering.
direct disconnect
like-
from this.
I don't
Yeah.
know if we're necessarily when you have
main
the
planet.
first when we have the first ever people living on Mars,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we enter a new age of civilization?
Yes.
Yeah, I
where
think
we're
so.
a space travel civilization now.
And,
because,
and does Mars become
because
its own
n-
sovereign area?
right, because
Or-
now we've
yeah.
colonized a new planet, basically.
Right.
But who is it? Is
Or
it
does
you-
Mars become the
is it-
51st state?
is it-
of the
is it
United
Fuck
States?
Earth?
that, dude.
And because-
no
yeah,
correlation. Once everybody's there, cut ties, live on your own.
or does it become a
The one
thing
you're
where
self-sustaining.
like the moon? Nobody owns the moon, but like it was definitely a space race to the moon to put a flag there.
Right.
Technically, nobody owns
so,
it.
oh yeah. So if
So,
a
like-
country gets there first, it's
So
like, oh,
yeah,
this is us.
are we entering another like space race where it's the first to get to Mars, or are we working together to get to Mars?
I doubt
to
there will be
colonize?
no unity.
I know.
Well, I mean, we have like the International Space Station and shit. I'm sure we can
This is
figure out some
true.
sort of
We
way
do.
to-
Right, but
And
that's all
that-
funded by singular or
No.
beneficiary
organizations,
companies.
Yeah.
oh,
So
wait,
they're-
the
with- it's-
International
it's-
Space Station, or
Yes, the International Space Station. That's I'm almost positive that's a
No.
connection between all of.
yeah, that's connection of like there's Russians, there's
Yeah.
Chinese, like they do not coalesce with what's going
Right.
on Earth.
No.
so that's what
'Cause that's their singular goal.
Does that coalesce with
the fuck up there.
Mars? Like where Mars now is
Is a
just,
sovereign
like it's
entity
like
with,
hey
like, companies?
whatever's going on Earth we want nothing to do with. There's Russians living next to the United States. There's
Yeah,
those guys.
it's just
living next
people
to,
that they're Martians.
It's
You know-
gonna be interesting.
You know what I really want to see happen when we terraform Mars is actually just to have artificial intelligence run the terraforming.
That'd be pretty
so that
cool.
way it's basically ready to go by the time that we get there.
Yeah.
So create robots basically that can carry the materials and build stuff
Yep.
and piece together everything that needs to be pieced together like little Lego bricks
Oh, yeah.
basically.
Also,
That's terrifying.
I am-
The cliche thing is
Yeah.
terrifying to have them control the terraforming because they're like, I don't
But here's
like
the thing.
you.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I am no longer afraid of AI becoming smarter than humans.
Why?
Because
It's a terrible mistake.
We're already dead.
Death Stranding made this aware to me.
God
Oh
damn
my
it, Jake.
I'd probably just give myself
AI,
pink
no
eye.
matter how hard, like no matter how smart artificial intelligence becomes, it will never understand the concept of death. It can't. It's not a living thing. It cannot understand the concept of death. It can't
It doesn't
understand.
need to. It
It
doesn't
can't
die.
understand the place. It can't become smarter than us because it can't become aware of its own death because if there's no death for it.
But then there's no fear.
I'm just saying it can't. That
That's why
doesn't mean,
Terminator's so
but
scary.
that doesn't mean that
Yeah.
it can become smarter than us because it still can't understand that concept, and we can. So
That's a-
in that
that's a-
aspect,
it-
we're
that's a
technically
singular-
smarter.
It can't
If
have
anything, I think
In that aspect, we're technically smarter.
I think that
technically smarter.
that doesn't
but
make it less dangerous though.
No.
I'm
absolutely
not
not.
saying
Yeah.
dangerous.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not saying dangerous.
We're
I
establishing that
strictly,
then.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
strictly said that it cannot become smarter than us. I didn't say that it
Yeah.
could not turn on us
I was
and
gonna
become
say,
more
'cause-
dangerous and
'cause
kill us. It
there's-
just cannot reach that level.
Okay, that level of
intelligence.
sentience. Then,
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
And
yeah,
we were
well, that makes
forever its
sense, but
creators. So
That
I say give it like a few decades, and I think it probably could.
yeah.
Honestly,
how?
Well, because I mean, the only thing that I could think of without the fear of death, because it's an instinctual thing. That's something that you see on all fucking.
not a
organic
learned
life.
behavior.
No, it's an
You
instinctual.
can't teach that.
Yeah, it's an instinctual fear that drives us. That's why we try and get food. That's why we try and have shelter. Why we try and have babies. Is because we're sending.
It can
life
understand
forward.
that people are afraid of death,
well, I mean, listen to this.
but it can never understand the concept of fear of death.
But
Yeah.
Either-
So at its core, it's fear because you can like on a biological standing, you can understand step by step what happens, like what death is.
Yeah.
But what happens to those
there's
systems?
But there's also like natural organisms out there that don't comprehend death. You know, that
Right.
Insects don't know what death is.
And I think that's a level of sentience too.
It's just
an understanding of.
like,
Right.
I feel like if you allowed for enough,
But we do.
I think that'd be beneficiary, honestly.
if you allow
If it was
for another couple decades of like machine learning and allowing these things to learn how humans think and how we
It can
comprehend things,
understand. It can understand why we fear death.
Yeah.
It can understand our concept.
but
of
it's
death.
never going to need to feel that by itself.
no,
Right,
know,
but I'm saying
which means
that
no
means
fear of death, which
Right.
means
Right.
no fear of dismantlement,
which is fine.
which means they're going to come at you with double the power,
Which is fine
because
and
they're
there's
going to
like
Valhalla.
I said,
Let me die in battle.
That's always the one thing I was curious about with Terminator, because like, you know, you have this all powerful AI system that's this giant hive mind between a bunch of robots. Why'd you shape them like humans? Why?
Well,
Does that make it more efficient to kill other humans? Why don't you just make like a fucking bomb? Just like put all your resources into the fucking like drones and shit.
That is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
because it's a movie with loopholes.
More
Yeah,
pliable.
but fuck it. Like,
Because why? Who wants to watch a movie Terminator 6 and then they just opening credit is just a fucking nuke dropping and
Dude,
just blows the
that
whole
literally
fucking
happens in
planet up.
Terminator 2. Like she's like got that dream about nukes falling and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just
And then
saying,
she
nobody
turns-
wants-
I'd rather watch COD compilations of getting nuke drops than
You know what what I really want to see is I want to see a Terminator type movie where the robots just fucking annihilate everybody, and it shows how easy that they can just take over everything.
Oh yeah, you ever seen The Matrix?
Yeah, but there's a
Fuck.
the robot baby squid thing,
And then he
Yeah.
dies.
You know, it would be
whose name is literally Deus Ex Machina in the credits.
it really?
It literally is named that in the credits.
yeah.
Bastards.
You know,
I
it
never
would be
noticed that.
super crazy.
That's
though?
awesome.
It's so bad.
Perfect marketing ploy. You
There's actually a Matrix, another one coming out.
Yeah,
my neighbor's working on the set for it.
nice.
Yeah, he does setups for movies.
Very
sets and
cool.
shit, so.
Oh yeah. But if you created a movie and the whole marketing strategy behind this movie was to create like robots versus people, first 5 minutes of the movie, like you said, robots just wipe humanity out, and the whole rest of the movie is just robots like creating this new society and like the pitfalls of that, or maybe not the pitfalls, like just creating this new civilization.
That's
Honestly,
pretty interesting.
I want to see just like
And then we
And then
get-
at the end, they realize they need humans, so now they're trying to artificially create human life.
And then Matrix.
Boom,
See,
motherfucker!
no man. See what I
And then there's
want.
baby farms.
Baby farms.
What I really want. I want to see one movie where it's just like a shot by shot thing. Like it all happens in real time. Because like honestly, if the robots wanted to take over, they could do it in like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Let's be
Oh, yeah.
honest. So they shut off all the cell towers.
Unity, man.
Nobody has cell connection.
Yeah.
They shut off all sorts of social media, all news outlets, all that shit right
Half
away.
the people are gonna kill
and
themselves.
then immediately
Yeah,
do like
yeah.
a drone launch.
Can't
launch
use my phone.
They use nuclear codes, all that shit. Just tear apart.
just
humanity.
annihilate human.
The only way to stop it is if you shut down the fucking internet, basically. And there's no way to do that properly
No.
because it's already out there.
floaties.
But then how does it self-repair?
What do you mean?
I mean, it hasn't like
The
you're
Internet
kinda,
of Things, man. Everything's already connected to each
Yeah,
other.
but you're gonna wipe out servers when you nuke it.
Yeah, I could rebuild that. You ever heard of
Yeah, just isolate
AWS?
specific
But
places.
it hasn't learned.
It's all cloud based.
It hasn't learned how to rebuild.
In this
physical-
movie plot?
Oh, if it's a movie plot, okay.
No, man.
We don't know, man.
You know what else I want to direct? I want to create anti-Hallmark movies. Which,
Fuck yeah.
What we do?
Yes.
So we come up with like a base plot for like a regular Hallmark movie where it's like, oh hey, like this stranger got stranded in this one city and now they're gonna find love right before Christmas and all that
Right.
shit. And I want to make it so they find like the worst fucking human that they were just not meant to match together.
Yeah.
But everybody's still trying to push them together and they're like, no, what the fuck?
Literally
like-
fucking hate each other.
Like a Pretty Woman scenario.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like a lonely hooker finds the man of her dreams.
But the
and
guy-
it's literally just like, all right, we've been fucking around for like 2 months.
Right.
Here's your money. Get the fuck out of my house.
Just have it go
Go
the
tell
exact
your pimp.
opposite direction.
Yeah, go tell your pimp I got your money next
But-
month.
All right, so I just want two characters in there knowing that they're like that everybody else is being weird, so that they're conscious of the fact that they're in a Hallmark movie, but they don't like it,
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah,
and they
that's.
do everything to try to escape it.
Like this is fucking bullshit.
Is it like Juno? Was kind of like that, or just like incredibly self-aware
a
of
little
how
bit.
realistic the movie was.
Oh, it's so good.
There's also another movie plot that I have in my head that I really want to do too, where somebody is like the stereotypical hero in a movie, where like everything happens to them, and like everybody's trying to get them to be like a protagonist in the story, and they just don't want to be that.
Right.
So they just avoid all scenarios where they're the hero in a
isn't
story.
isn't that
Hancock?
isn't Hancock too? Yeah, Hancock or The Boys. That new one on Amazon.
Well,
where people
no,
certain
no,
people
no,
have
I'm saying,
powers.
like, I'm saying like this guy runs in like all these opportunities where like, oh yeah, like here's like this magical artifact that you have to go take to this temple, and he's like, no, I'm good.
Nah, I'm all right. I don't want to do that.
Or like, oh hey,
I just
the
wanna
love of
be-
your life just walked out the door. It's like, yeah, fuck it.
Oh wait, actually, South Park did that.
Really?
Did they?
With not Butters. Oh Jesus! It's just one of the random schoolmates that they always end up taking with them. And like for 2 seasons,
Kenny?
No, not Kenny.
Mysterio?
They take this guy with them for like 2 seasons,
Spoilers.
and he's like an extra fucking person. And then finally, like in one of the seasons, they're like, they're just trying so hard to make this guy the protagonist of this, and he's like trying everything he can. He's like, no, I'm not getting involved with you fucking assholes anymore. 'Cause you keep getting. It's the one where the guinea pigs. Invade.
yeah.
And
Guinea pigs.
he's like, I'm
Alright.
not getting involved anymore. And then he becomes like this prophet, and he like defeats the guinea pigs. It's so good.
I forgot about
That was
one.
like the premise of the games too. Was like you were like the new kid in town,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you didn't talk, so you like interacted with nothing that was
Right.
going. You were just kind of like,
You're just there for the ride.
Fell into scenarios,
whatever, yeah.
basically. Love it. Oh, we should
no,
just create really bad or really good movie plots, and then
Can we just do
sell
short
'em.
films?
I'm
Short
trying.
films,
Also,
like-
that's in the works for. That's part of my discussion. Also, I'm working on the filmmaking aspect and doing like.
Yeah.
I want to do more short film. I want to do skits. I want to do all kinds of fun
That'd be
stuff.
fun.
So, yeah. So
Short films.
go to our Patreon and subscribe to our Patreon.
Give us your shit.
Give us your shit
God.
so that I can fucking
no, I don't want shit. No shit.
no, don't give us shit so that I can buy more film
Software and equipment. Yeah.
equipment. Yeah, hell yeah. And then we
Hell
can
yeah,
create all the
brother.
real fun, shitty skits that we've thought about and talked about.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I've actually thought about doing like short horror stories and like trying to portray that on film as well.
Dude,
So,
that'd be
there
cool.
is
Yeah.
Crypt TV does that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's one more
Like,
that
I
I
have-
watch all the time that does that.
I have zero budget because I'm broke, but like I would like to just do like super low budget but like decently written stories.
Yeah.
And such like that.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like
As
you
long
don't
as
you
the
don't
story's good.
You don't need to have like a super high CGI monster or whatever. You just need to have creep factor. You have to
Suspense.
understand what
Yeah.
horror is. And I did an article about this back when I was in college. The study of music theory in the fields of horror and video games.
Ooh,
and such
hell
like
yeah.
that. And there's
It's all about the ambiance.
There's this weird thing that you can do with suspense that really fucks with people's heads when it comes to music. So naturally, everybody doesn't really realize this, but your natural body goes on a 4/4 time signature. So when in music, that regards to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So naturally, that's what you kind of do rhythmically with your body when you're like watching a movie. You understand things to go as like that same rhythm.
Really?
Yeah. But if you could fuck with that, and that's what a lot of horror musicians do, is that they switch up the time signature to do either 3/4 or 6/4 or 7/8 or something. So it's like all of a sudden you're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or like something like that. So your body's off rhythm, and it
That's
doesn't like
fucking
that, and it
awesome.
creates an unease within your body. And so you notice this a lot in horror movies where you'll catch that the rhythm changes, or that the music changes to like a waltz or some sort of different style of music, and it fucks with your brain because you're
That's
just like
fucked.
you're just on edge.
Yeah,
'cause
you're
like,
so
something's
focused
wrong.
in.
That
Something's
is
wrong. I can feel
fucked.
it, and it's such like a natural thing that everybody
badass.
realizes, but nobody notices
Well,
why.
I
And
mean,
it's so
there's
cool.
a reason.
Leave it to fucking sound engineers to just come up with
Right.
the
Yeah.
craziest shit.
But there's a reason that
That's
like,
music composers because that's actually a learned art that you have to
Yeah.
like, learn how to
Holy
like,
fuck.
portray.
and that, like I
But
said,
it's-
there's a
damn.
reason that some
Yeah.
of these composers for like movies
music
made
theory is
so
like it's a
much
science.
money.
People don't
Yeah.
really realize that, but it is a literal
I mean,
science.
that's
It's
look
awesome.
At, look at
people's brains.
Star
Seriously
Wars.
fucking
Yeah.
Look at Star Wars. Like the composer for Star. What's his name?
J.J. Abrams?
No,
or
the
George Lucas.
the music composer.
Fucking yeah, I know who you're talking
God
about.
damn it, I can't think of his name right now. But that dude is. He's got to be one of the richest fucking people in music.
Oh, the royalties for all that, yeah.
I mean, just because of what he's created. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone knows the Star Wars theme. Everyone knows like there's multiple Star
But
Wars
get this,
themes
though.
March
that
of the Empire.
everyone knows
Fucking-
that this guy created.
But the so that's actually on a 4/4 time signature. The Star
No
Wars theme
shit.
song. Yeah, actually all the Star Wars themes are. That's crazy.
Nice.
That's pretty interesting. That is seriously fucking interesting. That's
But you notice a lot for action sequences and for like regular happy parts of the films. You want that to be like on a 4/4 time signature so people can keep on beat and
Yeah.
pay attention to what you're doing.
You only change it up
Right.
when you want them to.
When you
fuck
want them to
off.
feel uneasy. So you'll notice like horror movies like It. it uses waltz themes the entire time.
Yeah.
The only times that they ever use 4/4 time signatures in the movie is when there's like happy scenes in between characters.
So like they're bonding at the bar.
Yeah, or they'll play pop music because that is always on a 4/4 time signature.
Right.
Damn,
So
that is seriously fucking cool.
It's really
I had
cool.
no idea about
yeah,
any
dude.
of that.
Dark Souls uses that a lot actually. So. Did you guys ever play Dark Souls 3?
Yeah,
That's,
all of them.
The Dancer of the
from
Boreal Valley.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a waltz that they use for that, and that's why that boss battle's so hard. Is because you naturally go towards using the 4/4 time signature when you fight. Then she switches it up, and the background music is actually a waltz for that song.
That's
Which
fucking
is a waltz
wild.
fucking
That's a
It's
game.
brilliant.
on
It's
such
fucking
a
brilliant.
crazy
Walker?
scale.
Shit.
That's fucking
So
nuts.
just a heads up.
I have to
So
fucking pay attention to
Yo,
all
yeah,
the
man. I
music
like
and
that.
ambiance around me now.
Great.
Counting
Now,
out
I
tone.
already focus on the fucking set builds and
No,
everything
dude,
like
no,
that in movies. Now I gotta
there's
focus
way
on the
more.
music
But
too.
like, all right,
Great.
so when I was in school for this kind of stuff, I was a percussionist, so
Right.
like naturally, like I kind of have like a natural rhythm with this kind of stuff. But I realized not everybody has that because not everybody studied percussion. So like naturally, like, I kind of notice stuff on beat with stuff, and like so everybody has a natural rhythm, they just can't catch it.
Yeah.
But it's so weird to see like people react when something goes off beat, like on the off beats. Or
Yeah,
something.
that is a seriously cool fucking science.
And
I'm a fan.
you'll notice this like a lot in like slasher films as well too. Is like when they do like the jump scares or something, it's always off beat. So that
Oh,
way,
right,
you
right,
never expect
right.
it coming. Yeah. So it's
Especially
really
with
cool.
with like the spacing that they do, with the suspense.
Yeah.
I definitely I can think about what you're talking about because like even with like those jump scare moments, that unease is usually way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
just
And they just
like,
let you sit in that moment.
Yeah.
And now the new thing that they do is they'll let you like suspense, nothing. And then something. Like you're
But that's exactly what I mean though.
you
It's all-
finally calm down and then
'cause-
something.
So they do a diminuendo, which means that they just slow down the music. So then instead of going like up here, like where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, they'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 and.
yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's seriously. Yeah.
It's just really cool. I love
Big
it.
fan. Big
Yeah,
fan.
it's such a cool.
You
I
guys are
actually-
learning everything today, all about the music.
Well, I wrote an article about that back in college for my media class that I was doing, but it was
Hell
Yeah, that's fucking badass.
yeah, it's just something kind of a cool fact.
Hell
Just
yeah.
all this crazy stuff. And you just play into it so much. Or even just the cinematography alone. Like how that plays into certain suspense.
Oh, yeah.
Like just angles and cuts that you're doing with that. Just how that plays in. Yeah, he had a bow and arrow. I saw,
Yeah.
or it was just the arrows, but yeah,
quiver.
I saw that.
No, it's a serious art form. I feel like people don't really realize how much thought goes into that.
Yeah.
You know, with
Like-
especially with something that's supposed to make you feel uneasy. You know,
Yeah.
if
Or
you do
just
it right.
even if it's not like a suspenseful moment, just shows in general,
Yeah.
TV shows, movies, everything. Like the art form that goes into being a director and like placing those shots where they are at, it's fucking crazy. And I mean, it's not even just it's the director, but it's it's everyone. It's the the film editors that go into it and they pick the best shots with the director, the producers that do it, the writers that write this. It's just a fucking art form all through and through.
I've always wanted to get into
all of
that
it.
because I've always been like just fascinated by film and such like that. So
That's what I'm trying to get more into this next year for
We
the
should-
for the network
let's
is
do it.
just start really grinding into that.
I like it.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I will comment on the like the tempo of the world kind of thing. That's probably my favorite pastime in transit, like to and from work or like if I'm going out somewhere. I'll play a song and look at people, like if I'm at a stoplight or something.
Yeah, just to see what happens
See
at
if
the
they
same
tempo
time.
to
Yeah.
it.
and like it is uncanny. Can't remember the actual name of the song, but it's you can tell by the way I walk. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it does not matter when you play that song, but there will be someone in that fucking like even their gait is just
Staying alive. Oh god, I
That's
love
good
it.
shit, man.
Yeah.
I'll play around with that a little bit too to see if I
Oh,
can
yeah.
find some examples. But
Fuck
yeah,
dude. I would love to do that.
That Dark Souls example is one of my favorites though
yeah.
because I
Oh,
played
dude.
that and I was like, oh, this is why it's
Because
fucking.
then
with me.
I can hear the song playing in my head.
So one of these
The
days
fucking
when we
the
actually
chorus coming in. And
when we actually get the chance, we should create like just a really, really short skit. Like example, like showing an example of this. So like have Walker do the music.
Okay.
And then like we'll focus on like the film and the writing or whatever. We can all focus on the writing,
Ooh, I
but
like
like
that.
and then we all just create this tiny little skit. Doesn't have to be long, 5 minutes max 5 minutes maybe. And then just to show like, hey, this is what we're talking about
Yeah.
when we say like it's an art form to show suspense, or it's an art form to show like any emotion in any film, any music. Like, yeah.
Actually, I would love that.
Yeah,
Or
that'd be a lot
even
of
if
fun.
we showed like the difference. So like we did the same scene.
Oh, with different kind of music,
and then changed like the film angle or
like
the
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 pace of that scene,
shadowing, and then changed like the
this
music.
is what this sounds like with the Bee Gees playing.
Oh,
It's like blinking to the beat.
that would be dope. We could do like
really cool. Yeah.
we could do like a minute and a half
Hell yeah.
like skit or like a minute
I like
skit,
that. That'd
and
be
then
fun.
we show it in in an upbeat like rom-com. We show it in like a horror. Which, that'd be fucking dope.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Did I ever show you guys the trailer of the new Star Wars movie, but with the Avengers audio? So the Disney Channel, Disney released the final trailer for the new Star Wars movie.
Yep.
These guys from I think it's Small Beans or whatever, the YouTube channel, they dubbed over the audio from the Avengers, like the Endgame trailer, like the final Endgame trailer, and it matches perfectly with the Star Wars trailer. So it just means that they're copying and pasting the template for all their movie trailers.
Yep.
And it matches up perfectly.
Not even surprised.
Like, even with the
come on.
cuts and like the audio will still match up.
Yeah.
The trailers are such a small part of everything that goes into that for them. Like they don't give a shit.
Okay, so here's
We're done. We'll fucking watch it.
here's a question, right? And I think you guys will be able to come up with a theory here because I have my own theory.
Okay.
So with the title of the movie being, was it Rise of the Skywalker?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. Which Skywalker are they talking about? Are they talking about Kylo?
Or,
Because he's technically
are they talking
or
about
Leia.
Kylo, or are they talking about not Leia?
Leia.
No. What's her?
Rey's not a Skywalker.
You know what I think?
So is it Kylo?
No. That's not a proven thing yet.
So far in the story, the only known Skywalkers that are left.
The Skywalker lightsaber went to her. It found her.
Maybe they're gonna use
So
Skywalker as a term for like a new kind of Jedi or something, like a place in between the light and the dark.
Wait,
Sky.
aren't Kylo and Ren, aren't they brothers sisters or something?
No, they're totally
Kylo
Well,
is
to be fair-
Skywalker.
To be fair, Luke and Leia made it out. So I mean,
Well, that's not
That's not true.
It is
Because we don't know who Rey is yet.
Kylo.
Or we don't know who she is. No one's ever met. We don't know her lineage at all.
well, see, all right.
And
But
they've
you've
been
never met
playing up.
Annie's kid. You've never met Annie's
No. They've
parents.
been playing up to the fact that she is 100% related to Kylo Ren. That's look,
I've
listen,
never. I
listen.
didn't.
I
didn't
think
think
that
that.
in the
hold
last
on,
movie.
hold on.
Yeah.
Leia and Luke, right?
Yeah.
Think about when those movies first came out.
Yeah.
Very beginning, right?
Mhm.
No one knew Leia was a Skywalker, or was Luke's sister.
Right.
You didn't know until 2-3 movies later
Right.
that that's his sister. They've been literally playing into that same exact scenario with Kylo Ren and Rey. They've been playing into the same thing. Why else would a Skywalker lightsaber go to a non-Skywalker? It wouldn't.
You know what I think?
wouldn't.
You want to know my theory about
Wouldn't.
this?
It wouldn't. She is 100% a Skywalker.
The crystals don't run off of lineage though, because
No,
the crystals are
but
what
they run off of what then?
chooses people.
What do they run off of?
Well, it's just the connectivity to the Force.
I'm just saying. She's a Skywalker.
I have a theory.
I don't
She's a
know.
Skywalker.
That's an interesting theory, but I don't know. I wish I had more prerequisite
So get this.
information on
So they had the Emperor in those trailers, right?
Yeah.
And it shows that little clip of Dark Rey or whatever with like a lightsaber and shit. I think that Rey is a clone of Anakin Skywalker's mom because she looks just like her.
Really?
Yeah. So
like Padme?
yeah. No, not Padme. Anakin Skywalker's mom. From
Oh,
the first movie.
Annie's. Okay.
Yeah,
It's,
Shmi or whatever her name was from the first movie.
Oh, yeah.
So she looks just like her, first of all. But get this. So she gave virgin birth to Darth Vader, right?
Right.
So that means the Emperor, I think, that dark clone, the dark Rey thing, I think is a clone of Rey that he's been trying to get right to see who can like house like the next dark child of the Force. See what I mean?
That is super interesting.
Yeah. So I think that's what's happening here.
Holy shit.
That's what right.
I got a different one. That
What?
all I looked up was Rey lineage. First theory that comes up. This is fucking nuts, and it would tie into how the lightsaber went to that hand.
See, and what's fucked up is they always have those nuances. And like when the first movie came out, she's got the buns, dude. She's got the buns.
Buns, hun.
3
Hold on,
buns.
Hold on.
Padme, 1 bun.
Hold on.
Leia, 2
But wait,
buns.
But wait.
Rey, 3 buns.
What if
Does she got buns on?
she is a clone of Luke's hand that got cut off? They rebuilt it through that. That's the most common theory right now. That's
The thing that fell from space.
First thing I just looked up.
Damn it.
The most interesting part of this theory explains Rey's lineage. Rey is a clone of Luke made from his hand that got cut off in The Empire Strikes Back. The clone was made by Palpatine in one of his labs.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much.
That's the theory right now. It's on the very first page.
What do you think?
I think that's tangible.
We'll
have to see.
But it's so fucking stupid. Like
I know, but that's fucking
if
Lucas,
they,
man.
If they go that route, I'm quitting Star Wars. Actually, it doesn't even matter because it's the end of Star Wars anyways.
Yeah, but
The Mandalorian looks awesome though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks fucking dope.
I wouldn't mind paying my $6 for Disney Plus just to watch that for a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd heard so many theories. Like along with it, I actually hadn't heard either of those theories. But the ones that I have heard is that Rey won't be the epicenter. I mean, obviously we knew in advance that Kylo is struggling with the light and the dark, and he's trying to find through those experiences. Because I mean, clearly, Han is the one who fucking turned on the lightsaber, knowing that there was still light left in his soul.
He had to.
Where he's like, I can't do this myself, so he turns
had
it
to.
on to ensure that he never gets rid of that light that's still in his heart because he can't kill his father.
Yeah.
So he does that.
Because if he kills his father, he loses all the light.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's still there. Kylo is going to be redeemed. I don't know what was going to go on with Rey, but
what if it's all right? What if they really fuck with us and they stick with, because at the end of what was the last one? The Last Jedi.
no,
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
it Last
Yeah.
Jedi? Yeah.
So what if at the end? Because at the end of that one, she was told who her parents were.
Right.
They were just junkers.
Yeah.
Right. What if they just stick with that and she's a new person? Like she has
Well,
no
that's-
ties.
and that's-
What if they've played up to this whole like she has ties to the Skywalkers and the Solos and everything, and then it just sticks with the fact that no, she's a whole new lineage that just
See,
came
and
into
that's what I'm running off of when I think of my theories is that
because
from
the
what I've seen,
Skywalkers they
yeah,
were nobody until Anakin, right?
right. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
just
They
out
were
on
just-
As far
fucking-
as we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even so, like why I asked that question is so with what is acknowledged, what is acknowledged as a Skywalker right now. Okay, we got 2 options. Do you think the rise is referring to Kylo going back to the light or staying in the dark or whatever's going with that, or do you think since Leia was shown to have awakened her Force, do you think she'll have a huge fucking role in this newest one? Since
She has a decently impactful role in this one,
yeah.
and I don't know if she's the one. I think she may be the one to drop a bombshell for the plot.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's a part of that bombshell,
Right.
but I think that she may be the reason the
Yeah.
bombshell. Like, I think of her now like a Yoda.
Okay.
That's kind of where I would.
Oh, kind of
past
like
reference,
mentoring
yeah.
everybody else. or
Like
something?
she's like the all-knowing. Either that or Luke is, because Luke. Well, but Luke submitted himself to the Force,
Yeah.
supposedly. There's
Unless
another
he's-
theory.
unless he's learned
There's another
transcendence.
theory
I think he
going
got snapped out
around.
by Thanos.
Yeah, he's got snapped out. There's another theory going around that Luke's not gone, and
Yeah.
Luke could make.
He's
a
probably just a
reappearance.
Force ghost or something,
Yeah.
right?
Well, he's got to be a. That's what everyone thinks
Yeah.
is that he submitted himself to the Force. He's a Force ghost, but some think that he may not.
Let's bring back Qui-Gon. I want to see Liam Neeson.
Qui-Gon,
in
Right?
this movie.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon was my G.
Fun fact: the guy who played Darth Maul was the only one in all of, what's Qui-Gon Jinn's actual name?
Liam
Liam
Neeson.
Neeson?
Liam Neeson is the only person in all of Liam Neeson's films to defeat him.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's not true. Well,
Except for the wolves.
the
and
wolves,
Well, the
and
wolves,
the
but
gray.
that's not an
You don't
actual.
It's
see
the
it.
gray,
You
but
don't
you
see
don't
it,
know that
yeah.
he dies. That's the movie
Yeah.
I was thinking of. Is the gray? Like,
Yeah,
Mm.
like the only
Interesting.
actor to defeat him.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever seen the Lego movie? 'Cause
The
he's
Lego
good cop,
movie.
bad cop.
Did he
Good-
defeat him though?
Yeah, he kills him.
Yeah, but he became a Force ghost, so
He kills
he's
him.
still there. Still alive.
He can't
friendly
throw a
neighborhood police
lightsaber around
officer.
anymore. He killed him.
He can't wiggle a lightsaber around. He's fucking dead.
Actually, I really liked not to stick on this fucking Star Wars topic.
No, you're good.
But I really liked the continuation of Darth Maul, that they did in
the main
Clone Wars.
In the main.
Oh yeah, I appreciated
He
that.
becomes cybernetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to where like he lives in that fucking junk pit
Yeah.
for
Dude,
like
they-
10 years
they
or
hinted-
something like that,
fucking
and his
insane.
cousin finds him. Yeah,
Did you guys see Solo, like the Han Solo movie?
Yeah.
So they hinted at Darth Maul on that too.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Yep.
so is he alive or is he
But
dead?
well,
I mean,
Solo is a precursor. That's when he's young.
I don't.
No,
No,
because
when
he
he was
has.
still
He
alive.
has. I'm
'Cause that was
pretty
before
sure.
Darth Vader
I'm
was-
pretty sure they show him. Don't they show the legs?
Yeah, they show
They
robot
show
legs.
robot legs on Darth Maul
Really?
When he's in
in
the chair,
Solo.
yeah.
But Solo's hold on,
No,
wait,
because
time
Han,
span.
Han Solo has to be
no,
younger than Darth.
no, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Because Annie was still a kid.
Yeah,
when that-
exactly.
okay.
Yeah. And they
Fuck.
show. I totally forgot about that, but they
Yeah.
show him at
So
the
is he
end
still,
credits.
Is he still alive then?
He
Or,
is.
like,
No.
He's gotta be.
Well, in time span, he's dead now.
I guess if you're following like the Clone
As
Wars
of-
stuff.
as
but-
of-
As of like the concurrent timeline.
Okay. You got Solo where he's alive, and they
Yes.
hint at him.
Yes.
Then you jump to the new
There
the
are-
Rise of
Hope.
the Skywalker.
There are events, the Clone Wars, like that jump that happened, and then like because that Clone Wars.
Take the Clone Wars out.
Well,
Just
that's where the
movies.
continuation
Just
is.
movies.
So he's dead.
If you just have the movies, that it would go
Then
from
why hint
it'd go
at
from
him
Solo
in
to
Solo if you're not
Or
going to bring
make
him
reference
back?
to a huge character.
But you're going to make reference to one of the biggest villains in Star Wars. You're going to make reference to that.
I think the time-
and then not bring him into another movie.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
maybe they're setting up for
He gets
another.
another movie.
Maybe in like the
whether
Mandalorian.
it's not in this lineage or not,
Yeah.
he gets another movie. You can't.
Oh, he's
not.
going to be in another movie.
Yeah.
They're obviously going to go back and like fill in time
Dude,
gaps. but
maybe he's gonna be the bad guy in the new Obi-Wan Kenobi movie.
maybe.
Oh, because
Well,
he's
he's
the
gotta
one.
be.
Obi-Wan Kenobi was the one that killed him the first time.
Yeah.
So fuck.
Well, because
Because
and that is
they did announce that.
So then it's got to be
So-
between
in the canon timeline. Like
they fight again.
they fight again.
And
Well, fuck. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's gonna be
So-
a badass thing to see.
Yeah,
I
it
wouldn't
could
mind
be-
seeing that.
that could be it.
I'd
They
pay- I'd
could
pay-
be setting it up for the Obi-Wan movie.
I'd pay to see that.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I
But they
forgot
got to
about
bring back the
Obi-Wan
old
movie.
actor.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. What's his name? Ray Park. Yeah.
I forgot that they were making the Obi-Wan movie. I'm excited for that one. That'd be fun.
See, it's the niche movies that I'm excited for now. Like
Yeah.
I was excited
The
for
offshoot
Rogue
movies.
One. I was excited
Dude,
for
that one
fucking
was
Solo.
good. I liked Rogue One. I just
Yeah.
didn't like.
It was
that-
interesting.
Yeah.
It
an
added
interesting
nothing
concept.
to. Here's the thing: bad timing.
Oh,
Added-
yeah, of course
added
it was.
nothing. Everyone was so excited for this new lineage.
Well, it's a fan movie.
I thought
that's all
it
it
Just
was.
gave nothing.
I
to
thought that the main
lineage.
characters from Rogue One were going to be the Knights of Ren
Yeah.
for
hell
Kylo
yeah.
Ren because they all matched up with the characters from that
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing. So it's like, oh, what
Actually,
the fuck?
the Knights of Ren are some badass motherfuckers.
Bad-
well,
badass
they're in this new movie
motherfuckers.
because they were in one of the trailers.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, those were all the guys that they fight in the throne room.
Yeah.
With Chinook.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are all
Was it?
Knights of
those
Ren.
are Knights of Ren.
Was it?
Yep.
Oh.
When the guys in red armor that you've seen throughout the entire franchise,
Those are Knights of
those
Ren.
are Knights of Ren.
I thought
Yeah.
that the Knights of Ren were like the because there's other guys like in black hoods and stuff that were.
No, those are
They were
those
always
are the those are
signified
the
by the
bro-
red.
I know who you're talking about though,
Yeah.
but those aren't the Knights of Ren. Those are
Because
a
it flashed the
different
Knights of Ren in the
offshoot.
first movie, didn't it? Because I gotta look this up now. Fuck.
because the Knights of Ren are in the red armor. They fight against them. Ray and
But I mean, the
Kylo
Sith
Ren fight
always
against-
wear robes and stuff, and they're a tangent or a brotherhood of the Sith. Or like a
This
sect.
shows them all in like black robes and
Nice,
shit with the same masks.
Oh, that's weird. 'cause
that was
I
the- that was
don't
the
know.
Flash
I
in
don't.
the
I don't
first-
think those are the Knights of Ren.
those don't look like him.
Because they're all wearing the same mask. Even
Oh,
Kylo.
yeah, that's interesting. Because if you look, then who are they fighting in the?
I think that's just his guards.
Interesting.
But
But also, who the
there's
fuck
so
was
much.
Snoke? Like,
oh,
the whole Snoke thing.
Oh.
You'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I have a pretty good idea who Snoke
Yeah.
is.
just clone of the Emperor, or I don't
Nope.
know.
Somebody completely different.
Really? Oh,
He'll tie in.
Plagueis? Darth Plagueis?
He'll tie in.
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
He'll tie
Do
back
it.
in.
Do
And the only but it's only if they follow the canon.
Yeah.
If they follow,
Sorry for nerding out so
Yeah,
hard here. I'm just
yeah.
really curious about what we're
That's
doing with
awesome.
this.
if they follow the books and everything,
Okay.
whatever.
But
If
they-
they follow that,
You can't just introduce him like that in the third and final movie in the entire series.
but you can.
You should have
can,
just done that in the second fucking
Nah, you can
one of
do
this
it.
trilogy. That would have been great. Because then I could be prepared for it and like want that to happen.
Yeah.
What if he pulls out a whole new timeline? Ooh.
Then I'm not interested.
Yeah, I'm not.
Keep
about
it. Keep shit canon. Don't
Yeah.
fucking.
It's gonna stay canon.
don't
They
dick
have to.
around,
What else
yeah.
can they do with one movie left?
I mean, like all the animated shows and stuff is one thing to like add in with ancillary characters, but
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just getting. I don't know. I want it all to work out, but it's like, damn, I don't know how they're
Just
gonna do
fucking give me all the answers, please.
Just make it like a 4-hour movie and just get everything taken care of.
Why was Boba such a bitch? Why did he die in the sand pit?
What happened to Jar Jar Binks?
Also, if Rose isn't shot in the face in the first scene of this new movie, I'm just gonna leave.
Oh, hashtag Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
100%. Dude's got the Force. Don't give a shit what anyone else says.
Do it.
Misa thinks we should attack.
Do it. Oh, shit.
Execute Order 66.
Oh, fuck. I love it. Well, anyways, we nerded out.
We
quick.
nerded out
was
hard on that one.
We got
Damn.
video games. We got
20 minutes.
movies, cinematography.
You know what I want to
movie-
see at the end of the new Star Wars movie is that it all ties into Death Stranding.
No, it's always good. It always full circle.
Everything
always.
ties into Death Stranding. I'm telling you.
Death Stranding
Play that
was-
fucking game, people. I don't care if you don't like playing video games. Play that fucking game.
Yeah, or at least watch it being played.
Watch
because it's-
it, play it, do it. You could play it and feel like you're watching it. Honestly, that's how good it is. It's nuts. This is
Very.
Knuckin' Futz.
Knocking
Knockin'
Futz.
I loved that movie. All right.
All right, guys. Thank you again for joining us
Yeah,
today.
thanks
What we learned
for
this
listening
week.
to us nerd
Holy
out.
shit.
Sorry about
It's only
that.
been an
Yeah,
hour.
we're an hour and 5, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, let's go live. Let's go live and keep nerding the fuck out for a little bit. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to another episode of What We Learned This Week. Make sure to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, our Facebook. Go to our Instagram, which we have up now, which is WWLTW_podcast.
Woot.
Podcast.
And then, join our Patreon. We have 4 or 5 different levels on our Patreon.
buddy.
Join them. Each of them have their own perks.
And
Also,
they're
we
all
have
worth
merchandise on
it.
what we did
Check
this
out the merch.
week.com. Yo, we got
Check
coffee
it out.
mugs. We got T-shirts. We got hats. We got sweatshirts because this cold ass weather, you gonna need some sweatshirts. We got them.
Keep
some
your neck
swag.
warm.
Keep your neck warm. Keep your nuts warm.
But mostly.
We got underwear coming out with our faces on the crotch.
Just buy some underwear that says "Sorry, Jake's mom" on it.
Sorry, Jake's mom.
Actually, that'd be a
Boom.
great idea to put on.
No.
No.
Stop.
I'm doing it.
Stop
I'm
monetizing
gonna
my
put it on.
mother.
Be like-
You can't monetize my mother.
Sorry, Jake's mom.
You're like,
Oh God.
you're about to learn something this week.
Hey girl, you ready to learn something this week?
Alrighty.
We're done. We're out of
Bye,
here.
guys.
Adios,
Love
guys.
you.
Bye.